probably shouldn't make the video. It's not even 8 o'clock. My daughters are still here. I don't know why they have a day off. I don't understand. Their schools always have these weird days off. Teacher preparation day. I don't know. But yeah, they're here. So I will be meeting a fellow watch enthusiast. Can I use that language? At Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf here in Torrance in about an hour. He knows me from this YouTube channel. Ken lives in Torrance. I didn't know there was a fellow watch enthusiast who watches my YouTube videos, but he introduced himself, and it's crazy, man. He's been, I've seen his name on my YouTube comments for a long time. I've seen him on Instagram for a long time. Who figured? He's just a couple miles away. So I'm going to meet him in the Coffee Bean because he has a watch that he's gonna probably sell it to me. Maybe I won't buy it, but I suspect I will. It's a it's an SLA. This is an SLA model also. I have a thing for Seiko SLA divers. It's an SLA065. I think it's called an Astrolab. It's like this blue, I don't know, the map of the world on it. I don't know. It's gorgeous. It's a 62 Moss. So it's a 62 Moss in an SLA, and it's crazy, you know. I'm going to be 63 in a couple weeks, exactly 2 weeks. And I'm just a little kid. I just figured out what I like. I'm just figuring it out. I didn't know I like retro diver watches on straps, and it took me forever to figure it out. And so this would be for me watch number 6, and I don't know why. The watch potency principle or the watch rotation anxiety principle, I may not be able to have more than 6 watches. So and they're all the same theme: retro divers on straps of a Seiko variety. I don't know. It takes forever to figure out what I want. I think I'm just a little kid. Sometimes in life you have to make compromises as you discover what you want. You know, I love freshly ground coffee beans. It's really nice, but I don't do it. I do not do it. I buy pre-ground coffee and I put it in a slow drip coffee maker. The coffee's good. It's good. I guess it's good enough. But I looked into a Burd, and I have a Burd Grinder, an electric one. And here's the thing: I can't use it at 5:30 or 6 in the morning. Just can't. I'll wake up the whole house. I mean, that's so loud. It's like just like a monster in your ears. Who wants to hear a Burd Grinder at 5:30 in the morning? So I looked into manual Burd Grinders, and it's tempting. It'd be cool to get a manual Burd Grinder. It'd be kind of like having a mechanical watch. Winding it. Dude, you really had to make a connection to watches? You need an intervention. Anyways, I looked into it, and the high, you know, I could spend between $130 for a really nice one and even go crazy and spend $250. But then I thought about it, man. It's going to be messy. Yeah, it's going to be quiet. But do I really want to manually grind beans at 5:30 in the morning? Plus, sometimes my wife will wake up before me if she has to go to school early, and she just likes to turn on the coffee, the slow drip coffee maker, and I have it all prepped for her. And then so it wouldn't even be prepped for her. So I mean, what? I'm just going to spend $250 on a manual Burd Grinder and just use it on the weekends? I don't know. Maybe I will do it just out of curiosity, so I can explore the wonders of whole bean coffee on the weekends, and then go back to my. It'll be like my coffee rotation and my watch rotation. I got my shaving cream rotation and my razor rotation. Everything's a rotation around you, McMahon. Everything's a rotation. So as I get older, I learn what I like, but within certain parameters, certain boundaries, and I do have to make certain compromises. I like using the air fryer. I will probably never use the air fryer mode again. We had a $300 air fryer. It was a Ninja. We had it for a little over 3 years. It died, and I did some research. And air fryers last between 2.5 and 3 years. Tops 5 years. And I told my wife I didn't even need to use air fryer for the things I was making. I could have just used bake mode. It wasn't doing anything great for my life. So my wife, she bought a new toaster oven air fryer. It's coming today, actually. And I told her, I'm not even going to use air fryer mode. Let's just see if we can keep this thing longer. And she agreed with me. Yeah, the air fryer mode wasn't doing anything for us. So, yeah, I'm going to make some compromises. I'm finding out what I know. Today I'll be meeting Ken at Coffee Bean. I will, I bet you I cannot imagine going there and saying to myself, oh, this watch just doesn't do it for me. I don't think I'm going to buy it. I'm probably going to buy it. And I'm going to try not to be maudlin about it. And would it be my last watch? Can I tell you guys the truth? I would love to stop at 6. There is a 7th watch that I would like to get to be my final watch. It's very similar to this. It's not the original Captain Willard with a black dial. I had that alongside with this, and I found them to be too similar. And I also found the black dial on that Captain Willard to be a little boring. But I got to tell you this. If you just wanted one cool watch to wear every day, I would recommend that black Willard. You could wear it on a dive core or a black Tropic, or wear it on the bracelet. That's fine too. That is a great everyday watch. But having this, I have to confess, I am tempted. It would be tempting. I don't know if I'll do it or not, to get the Captain Willard with the ice gray dial. That's the SPB261. They've come down in price. I remember when they came out a couple years ago, they were like $1,300 or something like that. I think they're about $900 now. They've come down. People are not buying them. There's also ice blue and ice green versions. But I'll tell you what, if I buy Ken's watch today at Coffee Bean, that would give me 3 blue dials. I wouldn't get a 4th blue dial. That would overload my brain. My maudlin brain. It would be much too maudlin. So I don't know. I guess I would do one of those watch videos where I actually have the watches under the camera. I would probably want to compare the if I buy the SLA065, I would want to compare it to the my other 62 Moss model, the SPB143. I'm curious about the as I compare this to, I'd be curious about the case refinement. Though the SPB143, I have no problem with that. I'll be curious to know the bezel action. How does that differ? I'm pretty confident the loom on the SLA065 will be stronger. And of course the movement will be much more accurate. But that'll be interesting. So maybe I would give me, but then I probably wouldn't have a lot of watch videos to make after that. A lot of thoughts I've had on my mind, content for the channel. I've been thinking about being 63 in a couple weeks, and I don't think a philosophy of life should really change when you get into your 60s. I think a philosophy of life should just work for whatever age. I think there are adjustments that are made, and when you're in your 60s, and I think there are new temptations that you need to avoid when you turn your 60s. I wrote some temptations, 4 temptations I would want to avoid. I don't want to be one of those guys who relives the past and who brags about the past, because then you're a bore. You're boring. It's totally cool to talk about the past in an entertaining way, in a funny way, or a way that is instructive and profitable to people. But if you get the sense that people are not enjoying your forays into the past, you got to put the can on it, man. So I don't want to be one of those dudes who's always talking about how his glory days when he was young. That's boring. It's predictable. It's a cliche. I'm not going to do it. When you get older, you don't want to be one of those dudes who pities yourself because it's a young man's world. Everything in consumer society, it's for the young man. Nothing's here for me except prune juice and Depends. I don't want to be that dude, man, who's complaining. That's boring. It's toxic. If I'm going to complain, it better be funny. Otherwise, I'm just a bore. What's the other thing? Okay, here's the other thing. Just as you don't want to be full of self-pity in your 60s, you don't want to be full of grandiosity. I don't want to be one of those dudes who's lecturing people. You young whippersnappers don't understand what it was like in 1964. That's disgusting. I don't want to be that dude. The other thing I don't think you should do when you're in your 60s, there's not that much time left. I might as well just give up. Just wear sweats, eat whatever, eat Cinnabon. That's a disgusting attitude. We were all given certain talents, and we should have fire to work on those talents till our dying day. So, what I like to focus on, and I would like this spirit to inform any kind of YouTube video content I make. I like to stay enthusiastic, whether it be watches or making coffee or working out with my kettlebells or buying, I love buying tennis shoes. I buy Hoka's, New Balance X something, Brooks Beast. It's fun. It's fun. I like buying coffee. I like making an occasional video essay. I want to stay enthusiastic without being a bore, without complaining. What else do I want to do? Oh my God, I don't know, man. I wanna be appreciative of having good health. Health is pretty good, pretty good. If I don't work out in the garage doing kettlebells 5 days a week, things don't seem right. I love my good health. I like that I can watch Renaissance Periodization and get good tips on volume and diet and stuff. And I noticed that Mike Israetel has given up competitive bodybuilding. That made me happy. I didn't think he should be a competitor. I didn't think it was a good use of his time. He didn't call me. He came to this conclusion on his own, and I'm glad for that. So I want to appreciate that. I want to appreciate the fact that I know what I want and what I like now more than I did 20 years. Why did it take me so long to figure out that I like retro diver watches on straps? And now what am I going to do? Pretty much. I mean, I'm not going to complain about it. You know, you move on. I'm not going to be maudlin about the fact that I pretty much got what I want in the watch realm. It's kind of funny. I said I had been thinking about the SLA065, and then Ken contacts me and says, "Dude, let's just meet a coffee bean." And I should probably videotape that meeting at Coffee Bean. That'd be something. That'd be very interesting. I don't know. And then I got to figure out if I want to buy it or not. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what to title this pre-SLA065 meetup at the Coffee Bean. Maybe that's what I'll call it. It'll be the pre-meeting video for the meetup. That's what it's going to be called. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if I make another video, if this isn't my last video, I suspect my next video will be about the meeting at the Coffee Bean. And what did McMahon do? Did he buy the SLA065? And in doing so, did he lose his mind? Did he get kidnapped? I don't know. Stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, till next time, I'm out.